Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and today I'm here to talk about the recent news. Now, I made a video earlier before talking about all the Marvel announcements. I'm very excited for it. You know, Blade, Thor: Love and Thunder, Doctor Strange, into the what was it? Into the multiverse of madness, Black Widow, the Eternal, Shang-Chi, and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I'm excited for all of that. Scarlet, freaking WandaVision, all of that, man. I'm excited. Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, I am excited for all of these things that Marvel announced. Now, there are some that I know least about, so my excitement level varies between them, but I'm excited for all of it because I know Marvel's going to deliver, and there really hasn't been too many things that I haven't liked in the MCU. That I haven't at least liked. And I don't think Iron Man 2, I don't think Thor the Ragnarok, I don't think Thor the Dark World, maybe Captain Marvel and some of these other movies are the best superhero movies I've ever seen. I don't think they're top tier. I think there are a lot of movies, other superhero movies from other places that I prefer over those movies, but honestly, I don't even think those movies are bad movies. I think those movies are serviceable superhero movies. Captain Marvel a little bit more than the other two, but they are on the lower totem pole, but like they're still good they're still, to me, Captain Marvel's a okay to good superhero movie. Thor and Iron Man, Thor Dark World and Iron Man 2 are okay superhero movies. They're not good, they're not remotely good, they're okay superhero movies with good bits in them. Same with like a Captain Marvel. So they haven't made a movie yet that I straight up was like, I don't like that movie and I don't want to watch it. You know what I mean? That's why I have to stay consistent with the MCU, because I know the bottom. I know the lows and I know the highs. And the lowest low is me walking away going, well, I had a good time. It was me walking away going like, well, I had fun. Like, it wasn't like that's the lowest of lows, and I even still remember stuff from those movies because I'm a Marvel fan. I'm a fan of the comics, but I'm a huge fan of the MCU. The MCU a little bit more than the comics because the MCU got me into going back and reading the comics, but still. But I made this video to talk about something that's been going on for a little bit now, and it's been talked about. And I've talked about this before in the past, but this thing has only been amped up a little bit more. I was watching a YouTuber that I loved, and I don't know how long this guy's been around. He's it's the nerd, the Den of Nerds. Shout out to the Den of Nerds. Those guys, I think the guy who does that is great. I think he has a lot of good, like he was talking about MCU Phase 4 too woke, backlash, and I'm looking around, I'm like, no, that really is some backlash going on. I'm like, the idea that the MCU is doing too much diversity, putting too many women in things, putting too many different people of colors and different races and different. I'm like, man, this is getting ridiculous. Like, the idea, and like my man said in Den of Nerds, this conversation is ridiculous to begin with, but it's just so frustrating for me because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, literally, for the past 4 years, people have been coming at Marvel about the fact that they haven't done any diverse things, the fact that they haven't done any diverse things, the fact that they haven't had a female lead, the fact that all their leads were white men, the fact that, they came at them about that, and Marvel said, okay, we can do better, and we're going to do better. And they had Black Panther, and they had Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel made over $1 billion. Like I said, it wasn't the best movie ever, but I enjoyed it. But I enjoyed it for what it was. I gave it like a 7.5. So obviously, I didn't think it was the greatest movie of all time, but I enjoyed it for what it was. It made over $1 billion. Black Panther was phenomenal. Got Oscar nominated and made over $1 billion. And it was crushing the game over here. So there are two diversity pitches, things that they put out there, made over $1 billion, both of them. So to me, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, well, what the fuck's the the thing that the whole go woke thing that I'm seeing is I saw another bunch of list of YouTubers talking about some Marvel's reached its peak. It's all downhill from here. The MCU's coming to an end. The MCU should have just ended after Endgame. I'm just like, look, I'm gonna be nice here. I'm gonna be slightly nice here. And I'm not usually, and if you've been following me, I'm not usually the nicest person talking about these kind of things, especially when it comes to the MCU. But some people, I'm not gonna lie to you, some people sound very ignorant and very stupid. First of all, the MCU is gonna come to an end because of diversity. Like, none of you have seen a frame of any. Have seen an actual frame other than the Black Widow movie, which I heard looked pretty goddamn awesome and some badass action sequences. Other than the Black Widow movie, no one has seen a frame of anything. And yet all I hear is, "Oh, Marvel's getting woke, so they're gonna go broke." That's the phrase. That's the phrase that's been going around. Get broke, go woke. And every time I've seen that phrase brought up, no one went broke. No one went broke. Little Mermaid's gonna make $1 billion. Little Mermaid's gonna make its money. like every time you guys say that, I'm just like, why is being woke put in this negative context? Like, I don't understand. Like, I posted on my Facebook like maybe a year ago now that I'm not quite understanding why diversity is such a controversial thing now. Why the word diversity is a controversial thing. There's a difference. See, there's a difference between diversity and tokenism and being forced it. Like, there's a difference. Like, Black Panther was put in the Civil War and was badass, and then he got his own movie. That's not them forcing this down your throat. They announced Black Panther in 2014. How is that forcing it down your throat? Like, so I don't even understand that. So, and then they'll be like, "Well, you're forcing Captain Marvel down your throat." They announced Captain Marvel in 2014. And they said it was going to be Carol Danvers. You knew this movie was coming. It was always coming. It was slated. They made a big deal about slating it. That movie was announced before Wonder Woman ever came out. Which, yeah, sure. I'm going to leave Wonder Woman alone this video, because she's got nothing to do with this. But yeah, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, and all of these people are saying that this is the end of Marvel just because they're being diverse. Oh my god, it's the end because they're doing so many, because the Eternals have a half female, half male cast. It's the end because they're doing they're doing a movie that is 90% Asians, because the movie is gonna take place in China. Wow. Like this is ridiculous, people. This is asinine. Some people are mad about Sebastian Stan being Captain America. Now to be fair to those people, there are people who love Bucky and think Bucky should have got the shield, and there are people who think that Sam can't really use the shield because he doesn't have superpowers. I disagree about that, but that's a topic for another day. But there are others who are just mad that they're turning Captain America to a black man. And then there's the kicker. Then there's the exciting incident, which is the Thor Love and Thunder panel. Now, personally, I'm excited for Thor Love and Thunder. I love Taika Waititi. What we do in Shadows is one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen. Thor Ragnarok is to me the most fun MCU movie. Now, I don't think it's the best MCU movie. It's up there. It's the most fun MCU movie. I can watch Thor Ragnarok on a loop. If I had to pick an MCU movie to watch on a loop, it'd be Thor Ragnarok, because it's just so fucking fun. And it had so much fun. Everyone was having fun. Everyone was ad-libbing. And I'm so excited for this. But Natalie Portman being announced to not only be returning, but to play female Thor. Now, the thing is... Now, the thing is, no one said that she was replacing Thor. I don't think it was said. They just said she's playing a female Thor. Which could mean any litany of things. First of all, Stormbreaker doesn't even work like that. You have to be Stormbreaker doesn't work like that. You have to be unusually powerful or something, to even use Stormbreaker. I mean, Captain America caught it, but you didn't see him use it. So, listen, Stormbreaker doesn't work like that. It doesn't have the enchantment, whoever be worthy, get the power of Thor. It doesn't have any of that. It's just, so anyone else is just an axe. And even then, as Thor said in Infinity War, if you don't have the strength and will, it'll destroy you. You'll drive your mind into madness or something. I can't remember what he said to Star-Lord when Star-Lord asked about it. But so, whatever happens in Thor, Love and Thunder... Love and Thunder! Sorry, you just gotta say it like that because it just looks like that. But whatever happens in that movie, there has to be a new hammer. There has to be a new hammer, or somehow Mjolnir comes back into the picture. But either way, Chris Hemsworth extended his contract. He's not going anywhere. He's still gonna be Thor. In fact, I doubt they're even gonna call her Lady Thor, because that doesn't make sense. And even in Into the Spider-Verse, Gwen didn't call herself Gwenpool. Spider-Gwen, like in the comics. She called herself Spider-Woman, because it doesn't make any sense. Because in in terms of an actual cinematic place, that doesn't make any sense. So they're not going to call her Lady Thor. Thor is a person. But she is going to be technically becoming Lady Thor. Now, like I said, there's so many things. Like, everyone's jumping to conclusions that she's replacing Thor. They're replacing her with a woman. No, I don't know yet. I haven't seen anything. But I'm pretty sure that logically, Chris Hemsworth extended his contract, and that his axe in Stormbreaker doesn't work like that, which means that there's going to be a second hammer, which means that she's not replacing Thor, she's becoming something like him by having this hammer. And then there's Tessa Thompson's comments about she's the king of Asgard, she needs her queen, and a bunch of people were upset about that. In fact, they asked Kevin Feige about that, about the few LGB, is it LGB? I think it's LGB. Lesbians. I can't remember. Yeah, LGBTQ community. Like, will there be more of that in this? And he said yes, because Valkyrie has always been gay. I don't know why this is coming as a shock. I don't know why people are outraging now. She's always been gay. It's just the movie didn't. It's just it wouldn't have changed the movie to show those scenes of her being gay, except to push it in your face. Which, that alone should tell you that Marvel knows what they're doing. The thing that pisses me off about this whole Marvel go woke go broke thing is you guys act like they don't know what they're doing. Damn near $20-something billion into this game, they don't know what they're doing. Endgame just became the biggest movie of all time, and they don't know what they're doing. They 20 fucking 4 movies, almost 24 movies in, and they don't know what they're doing. I to repeat my man from Den of Nerds. If you don't trust Marvel now, then you either have trust issues or you just never will. You just don't. Which, if that's the case, cool. Stop watching it. Stop. Go away. I'm cool. But the idea that you just think, because that stuff is all in the execution. Now, if Marvel was doing these announcements, and the last time I saw Valkyrie was in Ragnarok, where she was like, I'm a lesbian. Oh, I'm a lesbian. Oh, I'm a lesbian. Like they were just putting the camera on it and just being like, Pan, she's a lesbian, like, all the time. I'd be like, yeah, I'd be worried too, but they didn't do that. The fact that they cut out those scenes in Thor Ragnarok because it wouldn't have changed the actual story and where it was going just tells me everything I need to know. And it tells me what I need to know about this movie coming out. Yeah, Valkyrie's a lesbian, and it might be played up, but it's not going to be played up like this weird thing. It's going to be played up for either to be funny, like Taika does, because I trust Taika to handle this. That's the thing. I'm just I don't understand. Where is the trust right now? And I don't know what Marvel has to do for you people. Maybe you people will never trust Marvel, and you just want Marvel to burn in the abyss of hell, but it ain't going anywhere. Marvel's not going anywhere. Marvel's not going anywhere. You could say go broke, get woke, and reach this peak all you want. It ain't going anywhere. All of these movies are going to be successful, as they have been for the last 11 years. So I don't know why you think it's going to magically change. Ooh, Black Widow's in a movie full of other strong women. Ooh, woke. Why isn't she getting help from a white man to fight off these hordes of people? I'm just calm the hell down, man. What is with you people? Literally, there are 15 videos on YouTube right now about Marvel's gonna go broke because they're so diverse. And the Inhumans, my bad. The Eternals. Because those are the characters Kevin Feige's really talking about when he's saying there's gonna be some gays and lesbians and stuff like that. And that makes it. You're comic book people, right? Pick up Neil Gaiman's Eternals. It's pretty much stated that all the Eternals are gay or bisexual. They're all gay or bisexual because of how long they've lived. Because they're eternal beings. Why would you if you and essentially that is kind of saying basically once you get people because the Eternals are basically they've lived past the normal human responses. You only want women because you want to reproduce so that your genetics can survive. But if you can't die and you will always live on and you have no need for your genetics to survive, you can fuck whoever you want. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's I'm gonna live forever. Who cares? It doesn't even matter. So, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm it doesn't matter. Like, that's how they feel, and that's in the comic books. So it made logical sense. So when it's like, yeah, the Inhumans, I mean the Eternals, yeah, some of them are gonna be gay. I'm like, yeah, that's like, okay, yeah. Well, they're all bi. They're all bi. They're all bisexual, at least to a certain degree. Maybe not some of them, but like depending on the story they go with, which I'm not gonna say because it might actually go with the Neil Gaiman story. Pick it up. I'm not gonna tell you the Neil Gaiman story. Go pick up Neil Gaiman's Eternals. It's a really good damn read. But I just, you know what I mean? It's just like they're all like, I don't see why that's such a big deal. And then you get the Shang-Chi, and like I'm just like, what? And then I see other people, like Marvel's getting it from all fucking ways. Like that's when you know you're big time, I suppose. Like honestly, it's when you know Marvel's such big time. Is that people take times out of their lives to just sit around and huddle to shit on them. There are people who are coming from an opposite direction and saying Marvel is preaching, you know, segregation. They have a Chinese director directing Shang-Chi. They have a black director directing a black movie. They have a woman directing a woman movie. And meanwhile, we're not going to talk about the half female, half male cast directed by the Asian female that's not being pointed out, that's not being blown up by Marvel. See what I mean? You people just want to bring Marvel down. And I wish you guys would just say that. I wish you guys would stop bullshitting and just say you don't like the MCU. Just say you don't like the success that they're having. Just say that you hate the fact that they're so successful, that they're so big. Because at least that would be an honest opinion. But all of this go woke, go broke crap, all this crap about Brie Larson, all this crap about Thor being a joke, all this crap is just crap. You guys don't like the MCU, you want it to go away, so you're screaming at the top of your lungs like a spoiled child, hoping that someone hears you, hoping that Kevin Feige just goes, you know, this ain't working. You know what, scrap Black Widow. You know, let's do a, you know, let's do a Winter Soldier movie, you know. You know what, scrap that, you know, there's too many women in this movie. You know what, Black Panther was a cool idea, but I feel like it needs a white guy somewhere in it to be a lead. Maybe we can get someone to take over his role. Like you guys think that they're gonna do that? Like, you are all morons. All of you, every one of you, and you know who you are. All of you who made 30-hour-long videos about Brie Larson saying a mistaken word and blowing it out of proportion. All of you right now making videos about how Natalie Portman's is gonna ruin the next Thor movie. All of you making videos about how Marvel being diverse by changing it up, by doing new things, by trying to be original, or at least different, by tapping into different genres and giving more people a chance and just making it look aesthetically different is too woke, and they will go broke. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. All of you are idiots. And if you don't want to go see the movie, don't go see the movie. But let's be honest, you will show up. I will see every single one of you on the opening weekend for Black Widow. I will see all of you for the opening weekend of Thor, Love and Thunder. I will see all of you. Which is the funny part, right? Is that all the shit you talking. It's like the fucking Lion King. All the shit you guys are talking. You're gonna show up. Oh, that's the funny bit. It's the whole funny bit of it. It don't matter. Too big. Too big. But, you know, I guess that's how it goes when you're at the top. You know, I guess that is how it goes. You know. That's how it goes. But anywho, that was just my opinion on the whole Marvel getting woke and the whole thing about it, and everyone losing their shit over some of the casting, over some of the decisions and the diversity, which is nuts. But you know what? Whatever. You guys can go get angry. You guys can go cry into a pillow or something, and you guys can tweet a mean thing at Marvel or make an entire video saying about how this is the end, and you're not gonna show up? Yeah, sure, you're not gonna show up. You're not gonna show up. Really. When goddamn something monumental happens in one of these movies, you're not gonna go show up to see it. All you people who say you didn't see it, you quit seeing Endgame afterwards. You're not gonna show up to see it. You're not gonna show up to see what happens next. No, I could see maybe you guys not showing up to see Black Widow. Okay, it's in the past. But you guys aren't missing what happens next. You're not missing Eternals. You're not missing Shang-Chi. You're not missing any of this stuff you're complaining about. Because it's good stuff. But, anywho, I've ranted on enough. I had a lot in me. I had to just get this out there. Like I said, I was listening to that video of the Dinner Nerds, and I was just like, I agree 100% with this guy's opinion, except I feel even more, more into that because I'm just like, this is ridiculous. And, yep, it's ridiculous. There's a difference between the Asian girl and fucking, damn it, which was that? The one that I hated, the one that I hated, Last Jedi, in an entire cast that takes place in China. That's like when people were complaining that they didn't put any white people in Black Panther. But it's in Africa. Anywho, like I said, I've ranted on enough. Thank you for joining me in the Comic Game Movie Show. What is your opinion? Do you think Marvel's gonna go broke? Do you think that the diversity that Marvel is sending is gonna destroy them from the inside? Do you think that? And if you do, please comment below so I can berate you with comments, so I can call you a moron 1 billion times. And that's what I will do. I will just call you a moron as many times as possibly can put on a keyboard. So thank you for joining me in the Comic and Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. And have a good day.